Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV, joined here today with Oana. I get a lot of people who, they're buying a house and they want to rehab the house.
Yes.
And so what they'll do is they want to maximize their time in the house. So unbeknownst to the agents a lot of times, a couple weeks before close of escrow, they'll go ahead and send over their team and start changing carpet, painting the house, putting in new flooring, putting in new fixtures, taking out the countertops, taking out the cabinets, and start getting the house ready so as soon as they own it, they can move right in. It'll be all nice and super ready to go. What are some of the problems with that strategy of fixing up the house so that by the time you own it, it's ready to move in?
Okay, well, first of all, they're vandalizing the property.
Okay.
They don't own it.
So even though they're fixing it, making it nicer, that's considered vandalizing.
You know, one man's vandalism is another man's home improvement.
Okay.
Okay? So,
right.
First of all, they're vandalizing the property.
Okay.
Second, what happens if they're not able to close escrow because, say, for example, there's a title issue? Okay?
Ooh.
And the foreclosure is reversed. Now you spent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and the previous owner says, thank you very much, and the house is back to my hot little hands, and you don't get your stuff back.
Okay, so say you go in there and you've done all this work, and you go, fine, I'm going to go back and take my granite, take my cabinets.
No, it doesn't belong to you. Because once you put the stuff in, once you put those items in the property, they become part of the real property and they are owned by whoever owns the house. And you don't own the house.
Okay, see this a lot on lease options and things where people don't really own it, but they have an option to buy it at some future date.
Right.
And probably not a good idea to make permanent improvements.
Nope.
Okay, so what do you recommend for somebody that wants to fix up a house but they don't, how do they do it?
Okay, get all your bids. Choose your contractors, choose your granite, choose your cabinets. Make all those decisions, but do not touch the house.
Okay, don't even pay in advance for the granite.
No.
Wait until it closes of escrow, you own it, then you go to the house, you take possession of it to make sure that there's not squatters or somebody there.
Right.
And then you can go through and start doing all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's good advice.
Yes, I've done that. I mean, I've rehabbed a lot of houses, and I get as excited as the next person. But I wait until I take control of the property and it's mine, and then my team goes in. As soon as we close escrow, the first thing we do is we change the locks and we start doing the work.
True story. Guy buys a property at the trustee sale, puts $60,000 into the property.
Yeah.
New landscaping, new interior, the house is beautiful. About 3 weeks later, a guy shows up and said, I just bought the property at the trustee sale. And he goes, no you didn't, I bought it 3 weeks ago. He goes, what you bought 3 weeks ago was the second. I own this property free and clear because I just bought the first. So your ownership was wiped out, I now control the property.
Yep.
And the guy didn't realize he bought the second, he thought he owned the house. And he did for 3 weeks, he owned the house, but then somebody owned the house on top of him because they actually bought the first because they didn't realize what they were doing. And then said, fine, I'm going to take all my stuff. And the guy said, if you take all your stuff, you're committing a crime because I own the property. I own it just as it is, even though you've completely fixed it up.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you be very careful making repairs to property that you don't own yet. Just because you have an interest in it, because you have a contract on it, doesn't mean you own it. Be very careful with all that. I think that's great advice to get measurements, have non-destructive things done, like measuring carpets and things like that, but not actually, I wouldn't even go so far to put paint samples on the wall because someone could say you damaged the wall by doing that.
That's vandalism.
Yeah. So I thought I would share that with you. As always, you should be communicating with your real estate agent and should not be doing things outside of your real estate agent's knowledge because they will help you with things like this.
Right. And under no circumstances accept a key from anybody to the property before you close escrow because the property doesn't belong to you. You would be trespassing, and you can get in trouble for being on the property without your agent.
Very good.
Okay,
That's exactly
so please do not set foot in that property without your agent. Please do not trespass. We want your home purchase to be a good experience, not a poor one.
Good. I like that. Anyway, that is my update for today, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.